Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Erin and today I'm drawing White Diamond from Steven Universe. This was another request that I received. And just a note on the requests, I've received a lot of Steven Universe requests, which is great. And please keep sending requests of all types to me, not just Steven Universe. Steven Universe is fine. If you have any, I would love to hear them. But I just want to say that the Steven Universe or any one fandom, I will be spacing out videos. I don't want to have too many in a row just for my own sanity. I just like to have a variety of things to draw. So that's all. You're welcome to request more Steven Universe or request something from not Steven Universe. I love requests. Please keep them coming. Thank you so much. Anyway, onto the video. First, I wanted to do design more in the style of the show, because somebody pointed out in my last video, they're like, oh, well, you know, if you're going to be designing a new character for the show, like, why don't you stick to the style of the show? Like, and I was like, you know, that is a good point. You know, it's not really much of an exercise if you're not, you know, trying to match the style as well. So I went for that with this, and I don't know if I really succeeded, but it was fun, and I think it was good for me to be able to try to think just in a different like shape language and everything than I have been doing recently. So just as a test after I was finished doing this little mock-up, I put her on a background from the show just to see if it would kind of fit in with it, and like, I don't know how it felt. And you know, I don't think they would hire me. But I do think hopefully it's close enough that, you know, people can kind of see what I was going for. So anyway, so for this piece I decided to do a slightly different workflow from usual. I decided to sketch the figure digitally and then print it out and transfer it onto a paper in ink and color it traditionally. And I really liked this workflow. It definitely made my proportion edits and everything a lot quicker and more efficient. Like, I didn't have to worry about erasing the hole through my paper, and you know, however many redraws I always do. I mean, the transform tool is always useful. And so I really liked this workflow. I'll probably be using it again in the future because it was really convenient. As you can see, I was really on the fence about these hands because they looked good to me and I didn't trust that. But it's been a couple days and I still actually really like how these hands turned out. Finally, like, I'm never happy with the hands on things. It's still, you know, it's always been a struggle for me ever since I first picked up a pencil. But I think I'm getting better at it, so that felt really good. As far as the color scheme went, I was trying to base everything about this picture, everything I drew is based off of the mural that we see of White Diamond in the moon base. And so I noticed she's got kind of darker hair and a darker body, and her face and her diamond are lighter. And so I tried to keep that in mind. I gave her this big old cape because I figured that could serve as like the dark body, and then I also wanted to break up the body shapes a little bit and not have it all just be one value. And so inside of the cape I've got her wearing a different kind of a suit. So that was just my thought process for that. I did notice that like shape-wise and like design-wise, it is really similar to what I put Pink Diamond in. And I'm not sure, because like part of me was just trying to come up with something for them to wear, and the other part of me was like, oh well, you know, this can just be their spacesuits, you know, because like Pearl has like a spacesuit that she brings out at one point, so I was like, oh sure, you know, maybe they look like Power Rangers, but that's okay, because the thing is, maybe that's just this one outfit for them. Anyway, so that's kind of my thought. Then the other thing about this is, I use Prismacolor markers, and like it felt so good to be using markers in comparison to the watercolor piece that I tried to paint last week, and just how much I struggled with that and trying to learn a new medium. It felt so nice to go back to something that I was more familiar with, which is funny because I don't really think that I'm very good with markers. Like, I don't have a whole lot of experience with them, but you know, I guess that just goes to show how little experience I have with watercolors. So that was kind of funny to realize about myself. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm using these Prismacolor markers, and just like, I really like Prismacolor chisel tips. They're just so like solid and sturdy, and like the exact blend of like soft and hard that I need them to be, and like as you use them, the sharp end of them gets kind of bent up a little bit, which makes it even sharper, which I really like. Like the Copic chisel tips, I really am not a fan of. They just kind of feel really flimsy, and they're always really squeaky whenever I try to color with them, and so I think if I had like $1 jillion and I could make whatever kind of marker collection I wanted, what I would do is I would get like all of the Copic sketch markers, because I really like their brush tips, and then like I think the Copic ink just blends a little bit better than the Prismacolor ink does. But then I would also get all of the Prismacolor chisel tip, fine tip markers. I forget what they're called, but that's what I would get for my like ideal marker collection. And I think when my Prismacolor, because I just have the cool gray set, grayscale, and the Prismacolors, I think when they start running out of ink, I'm going to try getting Copic cool gray ink and refilling them with that, and I'll let you guys know how that turns out, because I think that could be interesting. Anyway, I digress. So as I'm doing this, I just am doing some really simple inks, nothing exciting, just I went around, I did pencil first, and now I'm just doing some ink with the Pentel Slicci pen. Very fine tip, ballpoint gel pen, which I love because it's so fine. And then for the background, I just did a modified version of her mural background. I didn't want to think that far in depth about like an environment to put her in. Like I didn't want to design like a ship interior part, like in one part because I'm just really bad at interior designing, well, environment designing in general. And then like another part of me also like just doesn't want to go too in depth with these designs, since you know this is not how White Diamond's gonna look. You know, like I guarantee you she'll be way different from this in the show. But you know, I didn't want to go so in depth to do something that's just going to be like a one-off thing. I'm going to be designing, you know, a character and a world and an environment for them. I want to be able to like do that many times and draw that many times over, if that makes any sense. So that was a reason. And then as I was doing the background, I put in just like a really light kind of spectrum in there, just incorporated it with it because I wanted White Diamond to be monochromatic in her color scheme, just because that's the other diamonds are also pretty monochromatic. And actually, I just had a thought. What I should have done is mixed cool and warm grays, which I couldn't do because I don't own any warm grays. But I think it could probably be really cool because like the other diamonds aren't completely like one hue. Like they have different hues and different values and stuff, but they're all like one color, if that makes any sense. And so I think it would probably look really cool if I put in some warm grays in there to try to establish some warm and cool areas of her sign. But oh well, she's cool gray, which is fine because that's what I have. And then I imagine her to be a colder, more calculating character anyway, so. But yeah, and then also, I was really proud of this as I'm inking. I freehanded all of this, and I did one really long line right here. I slowed it down because I was so proud of how it turned out. This may be what I am most proud of on this drawing, but look at me just freehand that. I just with my hand, I'm like a robot. I made like a perfectly straight line, and I'm really proud of it. All of those lines are freehanded, but that one in particular, I really liked. So yeah, anyway, I did put some slate gray in her hair, which is a little bit more blue than the regular cool gray that I was using. I was thinking about putting in some very slight color in like her shading and everything, but then I decided to keep the color just to the background, and I didn't want to put some color in there because white diamonds do refract a little bit of light. And that, of course, depends on the cut and clarity and quality of the gem and everything. But, it's not, I didn't want it to be overly stated because I didn't want it to distract from her. And again, like, I don't really picture her to be a very warm and inviting character. And I feel like, a spectrum kind of is kind of more warm and inviting, so. Anyway, and then I just finished up with a white gel pen outline just to kind of pop her off the background a little bit. This thing's got pretty hairy in with her head and shoulders against the darker background, kind of blended in a little bit, and it's tough to see her silhouette. So wet gel pen just helps with that. Anyway, and then I did a quick close-up of this piece. I was really proud of this piece, actually. I had a ton of fun doing it, and I think it actually turned out nicely, which felt really good after last week's train wreck. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate you watching my video, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!